Yeah, Pat, I'm just wondering whether you go into camp viewing yourself as competing for maybe one of the super utility type positions, or do you think there's a starting spot in the infield and that's really what you're aiming for?
Yeah, I've never been told one way or the other, starting or utility. So my mindset coming in is just prepare to play, every day, because that's what kind of my mindset has always been, and it gets me ready to be, thrown into various situations. So yeah, I'm in my mind, I'm trying to be a starter, but I can only control what I can control, and those decisions aren't up to me. So I'm just going to continue doing my work, putting my work in, and focusing on the things that I know that I can control.
Go ahead, Rich.
Hey, Pat, basically that was sort of the philosophy last year, and you ended up playing nearly every day. Were you surprised that you played as often as you did last year?
Not necessarily. I remember early on when I got here last year, Hyde told me, I was going to play a lot, and I was going to play a lot of positions. So, he told me that from the beginning. And I think just the way I performed in those situations kind of earned me, more opportunities. So just looking forward to continuing, from last year and building on that and getting better, and just looking forward to that.
Rock with a follow-up.
Were you confident all along that you were going to be back with the Orioles this season and that a contract would be worked out?
No, I didn't know how it was going to go. Honestly, it was kind of came down to the very last minute. I wasn't sure which way, it was going to go. And, in the end, it worked out that I came back here, and, I'm excited about that, and excited for this year and this team, and just ready to get going.
You can go ahead, Rich.
So, Pat, you played, unlike a lot of the other candidates for utility jobs, you've played all the infield positions. Give us a sort of a self-scouting report on what you think your best position is, and maybe one that you're not quite as comfortable at.
Well, I mean, I came up through college, high school, even the minor leagues, being a shortstop. So I think I have a lot of innings under my belt there. But the last few years, I've kind of been more second base, first base, third base. In the majors and AAA, it kind of was a little bit more of my role, as I didn't play as much shortstop as I used to. I mean, I feel like, I don't know what the defensive metrics and all that says about each position, but, I feel pretty equally comfortable at each position. It's more of just, getting reps and getting comfortable, because each position is so unique. There's different nuances to each one. And, it's not as easy as just changing your glove, and, it's not the same position. You got different angles, different ways to move your feet for different balls at each position. So, there's a lot that goes into it. But it's fun. I don't get the luxury of, taking the same ground ball at the same position every day. I have to move around, and, that's fun for me.
Well, which do you find the hardest to prepare?
I would say third base is the most unlike the others. That's more of a position where it's, you kind of just have to knock the ball down at some times and just throw it to first. The balls hit pretty hard over there. It's a little more, less reliant on your feet than the other positions. Shortstop, second base, you got to be pretty athletic, moving your feet. Third base is a little different in the sense of just the different balls you get hit there. And then first base is a little bit like third, but you just got to catch the ball over there.